Hello and welcome to another episode of Bogans Guide to Wine USA version. Sampi, down under, how you doing? And Anthony as well, guys. Thank you again to watch this special episode. Especially today we have a special guest. Probably you remember about a few episodes ago, I had an opportunity to hang out with Dave Meniketti, lead singer, founder, member of California-based Y&T rock band.
Oh, now I'm coming home. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. Now I'm coming home, back home where I belong.
Last year we were talking about Pinot Noir, and finally we have Pinot Noir from Meniketti, 2013, Santa Lucia Highlands. Today we're gonna talk a little bit about this wine. So, Dave, a few questions. We know why you love Pinot Noir. The answer was why not? And my question is how this project started, where you make the wine, who makes it?
Exactly, yeah. Well, this was, I've been going to this particular winery called Testarossa in Los Gatos, California. For many years, my wife and I, it's one of our favorite places to hang out. It's near the house. It just so happens that they make fantastic Pinot Noir and Chardonnay sourced from different areas throughout California. But after a little bit of time spending at Testarossa and some other wineries and doing a lot of wine tasting, we realized that we were really getting a taste that was preferring the Santa Lucia Highlands Pinot Noirs. I don't know why, it just ended up being that way. There's certainly lots of Pinot Noirs that are fantastic from all over California, down in Santa Maria and up in there's so many, Russian River, there's so many different areas that have really good Pinot Noirs. But this, I don't know, there were certain ones from certain vineyards that were just speaking to us. So for a couple of years, somebody at Testarossa kept saying, Dave, you should release your own wine. And I thought, I don't think I really want to get into that. I like drinking it, but I don't know if I want to release anything. And so I thought, okay, finally I decided it's time to do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
And I thought, if I'm going to release the wine, it's got to be something that I really like. I mean, an actual wine that I like, not, something like it. And one of our favorite wines at Testarossa was a wine from a vineyard called Doctor's. Well, it's actually Hahn that owns the vineyard, okay. but there's a particular area of Hahn that they have the grapes that are called the Doctor's Vineyard because it's its own thing. It's facing a certain way, and the way that they treat the soil and everything else. It's quite different than some of the other areas of Hahn's vineyard. Really love the Doctors. The Doctors, to me, was one of the finest, certainly the finest Pinot Noirs that Testarossa was releasing every year. And through their quite substantial clubs, of people that are, constantly going to Testarossa, Doctors has become sort of synonymous with the top of the line Pinot Noir. And so I thought, if I'm going to do one, I gotta use those grapes. Gotta use the Doctor's grapes. So I originally was going to put Meniketti Doctor's Orders was going to be the name of this.
Oh, that's a nice name.
Yeah, just for fun, And the powers that be that approve the labels for wine said, no, you can't do that. Because it sounds like you're trying to say that there's something that you're going to get out of, it's going to be a health benefit because it's Doctor's Orders. And I said, these people have absolutely no sense of humor.
And it's a health benefit, actually.
Yeah, exactly. So I decided, okay, so let's call it something else. Well, one of the favorite songs from Y&T is Forever, and I thought, this is a classic Pinot Noir from the Santa Lucia Highlands. Let's put the classic Y&T song on top.
So 100% Pinot Noir,
100%
right?
Pinot Noir.
French oak?
Yes, French oak. It's a single vineyard, and it is really, Bill Brousseau is the winemaker for this wine.
Okay.
And Bill, to me, is the brilliance behind the wine. He is this guy that when he has certain vineyards that he has their particular grapes that they're sourcing, he's giving these guys hell. I mean, we've been to a couple of the vineyards that, you know, he takes care of. And they're like, oh, here comes Bill. You know, and it's like, because he wants things done his way, that is quite different from a lot of other people that are sourcing grapes from those same vineyards. And so I think that it's his brilliance that allows these types of wines to be just that much better than the surrounding grape field that is right near where his patches of wine are, you know, his patches of grapes. So I give it to Bill Brousseau and Testarossa Vineyards, but this is our very first release, and I'm very proud of this. This is Doctors, and it's what we call Meniketti Forever Pinot Noir.
And one more question before we let you go. Wholesale on this wine, I know that it's a small production, it's not retail, but how much would it be, and where you can buy this wine if our viewers are interested?
Well, we don't have a wholesale price because of the fact that we only did 50 cases. We did very, very limited. Yeah, very limited. Because I didn't have any idea how this was going to go. So I thought, okay, 2 barrels of wine, 50 cases, basically. This is our first endeavor at it. Let's see if it goes. Let's see if it's worthwhile. I didn't want to go too far into it and find out that we were in trouble, you know. And luckily it's been going very, very well. We sold out of the Chardonnay many months ago, and there's only probably about 3 cases left of this wine.
And the website where they can purchase the wine?
At Testarossa.com. But best to go to yntrocks.com's merchandise page.
Okay.
Because Testarossa has the link to it, but it's a private page. So you have to get the link from the YNT website.
So YNT Rocks.
So go to yntrocks.com, click on the merchandise page, and then click on the wines, and there will be a link specifically to go to where you can get the Forever Pinot Noir. Yes.
Thank you, Dave. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching, and as we say down under, get in ya.
Cheers.
Cheers.